Hi, Dad.
Hi. Well, we talked about my mother's family, Fernandez family, and I have some notes here and some stuff that my Uncle Frank, who was the youngest, and he was only 6 years older than me, they're all gone now, and Frank told me about his father, my grandfather, Mario Fernandez, and how he came to the United States. He came from Spain. He was born in Puente de Ume, Galicia, which is not far from uh, La Coruña, which is the north west corner of Spain. And he came to the United States from Spain to Veracruz, Mexico. He was 18 years old. He worked on the Panama Canal, and that would have been around 1911, 1910, 1912. And then from there, after the Panama Canal was about done by that time, 1914, I think. So he proceeded north again and came across the border to Rio Grande. And my Uncle Frank also told me that his father told him that during that time, what he had got involved is he was bringing guns to Pancho Villa across the border from Texas. So, and he was paid with script, Pancho Villa money.
Okay.
And from there, there's a gap, but I don't know. From Texas, he found his way to Brooklyn, New York. And there he met my grandmother, and her name was Maria Fajardo, and she was born in Cacucin, Malaga, and she was in Brooklyn. And that's where they married, and they had Aunt Josephine, my Aunt Antoinette, and then my mother, Cecilia, and then there was Mary, and then there was Dolores, and then there was Mario, and then there was Frankie, who was a surprise baby in the end. There was a child that his name was Jorge or George, they call him, and he had epilepsy. It was Howard Beach in Queens, and I think this might have been around during the 40s. They suspected that he had a epileptic seizure. They lived in Brooklyn. I remember seeing them there. And about the time when he retired, he was a printer and did other jobs, made rubber stamps and stuff like that in that graphic field. And he decided to go back to Spain around 1953. This is my Uncle Mario came home from the Korean War just before that. And so then my parents would correspond with letters, and my grandfather Mario Fernandez passed away. They were in La Coruña, Spain, and he passed away there. And then we brought my grandmother and Frankie back, who was probably 16 at the time, and they didn't want him to stay there because he could have been pulled into the Spanish army or something. So we brought them back.
Do you know how Maria came to Brooklyn?
In those times, I would say she came to the United States when in that big immigration move, and I would put the time frame around